Hey everyone, please go on channel. So today's video is going to be an updated Switch collection video. My last Switch collection video was about 2 years ago, so I thought I would give an update of everything that I've gotten over the past couple years since I did my video. And I'm also not trying to break any shape or form. In this video, I will also try to give you price points. A lot of the stuff that I will show you I got on clearance or I bought when I could afford it. Because buying your first Switch is very, very expensive. I believe when I first bought my Switch and all the accessories, it was over $400. So this is a very expensive hobby to really update. So I've done it very slowly over the years. So the price points will be from $20 to $70. I got a lot of stuff on clearance, so let me show you. That I'm using is going to be red because my actual sheets are not the right color for this and they're not very clean, so let me show you. So here's the games I currently have. I'm not really gonna go into order, but the first one I have is Minecraft. I really don't play this very often, but it's very fun to play when I do. I believe this one was like $30 maybe. This is Ring Fit Vacation. This one was $80. I got this for Christmas, which I'm really grateful for. I haven't played it very often because when I do, I hurt really. It's a really fun game to do, but I hurt after the fact. I also have Mario Party, which is okay, but it would be better with more than one person, but you can play with one person. I haven't figured this game out fully, but it's not my most favorite game in the whole world, so I have to play it with my other brother sometime. The next one that is really fun to do with multiplayer is Nintendo Switch Sports. This is really fun to do with my niece or my mom. It has lots of different games, and the other one that's really fun to do that I just played today is Go Vacation. This you can actually get on the Wii if you have the Wii still. I just passed 2 levels today, so this was fun. This I believe maybe was $30. I do not remember it, and I believe this one was also $30. I think I will put them in the description below what the right price is if I'm not guessing right. This one is Mario Kart 8. I believe this one was in the 40s to 50s. Do not totally remember, but this is super fun to play with my older brother. We have so much fun. The new game that I currently got today for $20 is Party Arcade, which is actually pretty fun. I just haven't figured it fully out, so I'll do a review later. The physical games and the game case that I currently use that I really enjoy. So this is the game case. I think I got off the Amazon for I think it was $30. I think it was $16 or something. I'll put everything in the description. But this is what this one looks like. So it has all the physical games I just showed you, which I will not be going through again. But I believe it can fit 20. I think it's 24 games, I believe. And it also can fit micro SD cards. On the bottom, this is the easiest game thing to go travel with. The next thing that I will show you all my carrying cases, which I do have to go at one to show you, but I will show you that in a moment. This is a game cartridge holder, which I got a while ago, but I don't usually use it very much. It's a very hard case, but I think this can hold about 80 games. This is one thing I would not recommend buying. It's a very hard case, and you can fit a lot of games in it, but it's very big to travel with. This, I do not remember the price of it, but I also got it at Amazon. This is one of my cases for my Switch. This is just one that I like to carry with me. This is just an easy case that you can fit up to probably, I think it's 24 games, I believe, or 12 games. This is where the Switch goes, and then here's a little compartment where I store some grips for the thumb grips, which I don't use, and then I just have a couple chargers for my controllers. This one I believe was on Amazon find. I do not remember how much. The next thing that I got, this was the first game thing ever that I found. $30 at Target. So let me show you. So this is what it looks like. I also have some screen protectors on here, which is very necessity for anything that you have. And then it came with like a 4-card reader, like for cards or for things. So this is like a very easy compact case. This I would recommend if you're going somewhere and you bring your Switch. The next one was supposed to be a gift to, I think it was my nephew, but I ended up keeping it because it ended up getting stained. This one was a clear front. I think it was like $7 or something. I'm gonna put the screen pictures away. So the one thing I do recommend, while I'm remembering, I'd recommend getting screen protectors because they protect your device. Next thing that I'm going to go through are my controllers that I have. So the first one I have is this Pro Controller. This one was, I think this was like $60 or $70, but I think I got it maybe on a little bit of clearance. These, I would recommend getting the Nintendo Switch controllers, even though they're really expensive, but they're really well made. The next one I'm going to show you is another one of the ones I got on clearance. This one, I'm going to turn my Switch on in my. This one I got for like $17, I think. This is another Nintendo Switch one that I really enjoy. It has back buttons. This is really, whoops, I'm going to turn that on. It's very comfortable to hold in the hand. This, I'd always recommend Nintendo Switch controllers. If you can't afford that, I have some, I'm not going to show you every single one, but I have some really cheap controllers from Amazon again. I'm sorry I'm not saying the word, but I have devices that's going to wake up from it. These were like $16 a piece. These are my original controllers that I had. I believe I just have the 3. So these are really nice, I will say, but they're not as high quality as like a Nintendo Switch controller. If you're a beginner, and you don't want to spend a ton of money, you don't need to buy like 4 of them at a time. But I have family that plays with me, so I got like 3 of these same controllers. I don't think I can link it below in the description because I don't think they sell these anymore, but I'll try to find similar versions. So these are really nice. I got 3 of them. Next thing that I got are these Joy-Con holders, like for Mario Kart. So this is a steering wheel. I think it looks like this way. Which I got with a kit. So I have 2 steering wheels, and then I have this one, and then I have this one, and then the next thing that I have is kind of a case for my Nintendo Switch. I think I bought this because one of my nephew would play my Switch. He was younger, and I didn't totally trust him for it barehanded. So I bought this case, which is really nice. I don't remember if this came in a kit or if it came with it. And the last thing, a couple things I'm going to show you are these are the Joy-Con like straps to keep your Joy-Cons safe. And then I also have this thing to hold the Joy-Cons. And here's my Switch. I have this Splatoon version Switch. I have the Switch 1, and I don't have any plans to get the Switch 2. I actually also forgot to show you some of my games on here. Alright guys, good to see me. I wanted to show you a quick video of my favorite Switch controller carrying case for when I go places, when I need all my accessories. So I'm gonna show you. So first things first, you can fit 18 games in this. You have 2 little pockets here. You can fit your dock, 2 controllers, your Switch, and then your charger right here. This works really well if you're going like on a vacation and you need to bring a very little stuff with you. So this works really well when I need to go to my older brother's house because this is easy to do. So I will say this is costs a little bit of money, but it helps me bring less stuff. But I will say, if you want to bring like 4 controllers, you have to bring like a separate bag, which is fine with me. But this is really compact, really nice, and then it zips up really nice. I'm not gonna do it one-handed. And then it has a little strap you can carry with. This is very protective, so if you need a good place, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna put a picture of my carrying case that I have because it's too big to put in my bedroom right now. So I'll show you the games on my Switch right now. Okay, the ones that I do not have, I have a car driving game. I'm not sure how to pronounce. And then I also have Monopoly, which I don't play very often. And then I also have Fortnite, which I do not play a lot, but I do play sometimes. But that's the games I have on my Switch right now. So I don't purchase a lot of games, but yeah. So this I do like. I do like my Splatoon version Switch. This one I think retailed for like, I think I got it for $3.49, I believe. But this is really fun. So if I were to say if you need a starter Switch, I would go with the Switch 1 because it's not so expensive and the games are not as expensive as they once were. And if I were to pick some games to start with, I would say start with Mario Kart would be my first one because that was fun to play with family. The second one I really enjoy that I really like is Nintendo Sports, or Nintendo Switch Sport. And if you can afford 3 games, I would say I would go with Go Vacation, or the 4th game I would go with Minecraft. And if you can afford this, I would also recommend this Ring Fit Adventure if you guys are into like good fitness challenges. I'm gonna start doing this again, but I do need to. But this is really fun to do. This is with me. So if I'm picking from the top of my games, I think my favorite one would be Ring Fit Adventure and Mario Kart. And Nintendo Sport would be my favorite. So yeah, that would be my 3 favorite games that I would recommend. Now, you don't have to buy 5 games at a time. I think I started off when I purchased my Switch. I think I had Mario Kart and I think I had Minecraft maybe. And then I think those are the 2 I started with, or maybe I had 3 of them, I can't remember. But those are the 2 I think I started off with because I couldn't afford all these games. So I'd recommend slowly working towards a bunch of games because you do not want to spend all your money on a Switch. So, like I said, just go slowly if you need a Switch. I will come back to you guys maybe in a short clip about this arcade party one because I have not figured it fully out yet. So I'm not sure if I'd recommend this or not. But yeah, these are all my games. So I'm gonna just say a Switch is worth it. I'm starting to try to play it more. I haven't really played it a lot. But yeah, so I'll be back.